there are so many issues that the Philippines is facing as of now. For example, political disputes, conflicts, corruption, poverty, in terms of health, education, and etc. And I'm going to discuss all of this in my speech. Let's talk about first political disputes. What I'm talking about when I say political disputes. First, the civil war in Zamboanga. We're talking about MNLF versus the government. Every day, many people is being killed. No mercy. They're using guns, they're using tanks, they're taking everyone's lives. Lives of innocent children. Every day, families are being broken. When I say, for example, corruption, we're talking about, as all we know, PDA, or the Philippine Development Assistance Fund. A lot of Napoles, Enrile, Estrada, and social media. Every day, it is the breakfast, the lunch, and the dinner of every Filipino. They're talking about every day, whole day. You know why? Because at the end of the day, it is them who will be affected by these issues. Also, we're talking about same-sex marriage. Or for example, a husband loving another husband. Also, for example, poverty. A very main issue that the Philippines is facing now. Problem of education. A lot of students, a lot of children doesn't have the avenue for them to study and the chance for them to grow up or to develop. In terms of health, many hospitals that cannot provide good health to those people or to the poor. Also, every year the rate is increasing, or the rate of informal sectors is increasing. But we think that in spite of all these problems, in spite of Philippines amidst also these problems, we think that the Philippines can still survive, and the Philippines is still the footing to stand up. Just for example, what happened recently in the area of sports. When we regain our respect, and we gain support from international countries, when the Philippines bagged the silver medal in the recently held FIBA Asia in the Philippines, that also gives avenue for Philippines to join the FIBA World Cup in this coming December. Also, when the Philippine Azcas and the Philippine Volcanoes gain respect in their sports, in football and in rugby. Also recently, just this, for example, 2 weeks ago, when Megan Young bagged and renamed as the first Filipina who won the Miss World. We think that in spite of all those problems, the Philippines is doing a good job. For example, also when we talk about economy, we're talking about, for example, the Bonifacio Global City, or in terms of international relations, that now, Philippines has a good relations in some countries, for example, Dubai, Hong Kong, or UAE. We think that all we need to do is a camaraderie between every Filipino, from child to adult, from simple Filipino workers from the panaderia, from the parlor, and to the OFWs abroad. We think that we still can survive, and secondly, what we need to do is to dream and believe.